What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for NBA Saturday, February 3rd. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's NBA slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay guys, we have a 5-game NBA slate tonight. So let's take a look at the point guard position. So I like Damian Lillard from the Milwaukee Bucks playing the Dallas Mavericks, who have the 9th worst defense overall, give up the 12th most fantasy points to opposing point guards. Damian Lillard has averaged 43.6 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 35 minutes per game with a 28% usage rate. He's projected at 43.8 fantasy points here tonight. That's just about 5 times value. He's $8,900 DraftKings salary, $100 less on FanDuel. So I like that price on both sites. Vegas thinks there's going to be 246.5 points scored in this game. So you got a high scoring game. Damian Lillard has scored 45, 30, and 53 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 39, 35, and 28 minutes. And Damian Lillard has put up 50 plus fantasy points in 4 of his last 5 games versus the Mavs. So I like Damian Lillard here versus the Dallas Mavericks. Okay, let's take a look at the shooting guard position. So kind of struggled to find a good play at this position, especially on FanDuel. But I did settle on a guy that works on both slates. So I like Caris LeVert from the Cleveland Cavaliers playing the San Antonio Spurs, who have the 4th worst defense overall, give up the 11th most fantasy points to opposing shooting guards. Caris LeVert averaging 28.9 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 28 minutes per game with a 25% usage rate. So he's only projected at 26.9 fantasy points here tonight, but that's still just about 5 times value. He's $5,500 DraftKings salary, $300 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 230.5 points scored in this game. Caris LeVert has scored 25, 24, and 22 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 29, 24, and 23 minutes. So you can see his production has been it's been limited the last 3 games, but I think his minutes have been trending up. His production has been trending up, and we know Caris LeVert can pop for 30 to 40 plus fantasy points, and he doesn't need much to hit value at his price tag. So I like Caris LeVert here versus the San Antonio Spurs. Okay guys, it's time to announce the winner of our $25 weekly PayPal giveaway. And the winner is Sargnus. Congratulations, Sargnus. You are the winner of this week's $25 PayPal giveaway. Please reply to our comment to collect your prize. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $25 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won. And then we'll send you $25 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, let's take a look at the small forward position. So here's a sleeper pick for you. I like Taurean Prince from the LA Lakers playing the New York Knicks, who have a good defense overall, but they give up the 10th most fantasy points to opposing small forwards. Taurean Prince averaging 19.2 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 30 minutes per game with a 13% usage rate. He's projected at 19.2 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5.1 times value. Only 3,800 DraftKings salary. Now he has 1,700 more on FanDuel. So I love that DraftKings price. Vegas thinks there's going to be 225.5 points scored in this game. Taurean Prince scored 29, 12, and 12 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 37, 24, and 25 minutes. So I like Taurean Prince as a sleeper pick here versus the New York Knicks. Okay, let's take a look at the power forward position. So I like Onyeka Okongwu. Onyeka Okongwu. I'm just going to give you a different player, guys. The comments, you guys are going to light the comments up. Oh, that's not how you pronounce it. Oh, he doesn't know basketball. He doesn't know how to pronounce names. So, the power forward I'm going to give you is Draymond Green. Now, he is on a back-to-back here. Keep that in mind. But from the Golden State Warriors, got a fantastic matchup. The Atlanta Hawks have the second worst defense overall, give up the second most fantasy points to opposing power forwards. Now Draymond Green averaging 29 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 27 minutes per game with a 16% usage rate, projected at 30 fantasy points here tonight. That's 4.7 times value. He's 6,400 DraftKings salary, 600 more on FanDuel. And I like this pick because it's just a fantastic matchup and a super high scoring game. Vegas thinks it's going to be 246.5 points scored in this game. Draymond Green scored 38, 28, and 53 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 27, 29, and 45 minutes. So he's been on fire. Such a good matchup in a high-scoring game. I don't love that it's a back-to-back here, but I think he could still play his 27-minute average and score 35-plus fantasy points here and return great value.
Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the Position Optimizer, where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new Player Trends tool, where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on.
Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups. You could also consider a guy like Evan Mobley, who looks like he's just working his way back. Just got to keep an eye on the news, see if he's going to play his full allotment of minutes. But if he does, he's going to be a good value play as well. But moving on here to the center position. And we're going to have to just pick a different center here off the fly. No, we got one. We got a center. Isaiah Hartenstein from the New York Knicks, playing the LA Lakers, who have the 7th worst defense overall, middle of the pack defending opposing centers. Isaiah Hartenstein averaging 24.8 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 25 minutes per game with an 11% usage rate. Now, he's only projected at 23.1 fantasy points here tonight, but that's because the data company doing these projections out of the gate, they're only looking at the his minutes per game. They're looking at his average fantasy points per minute and his average minutes per game, and they're looking at his average fantasy points per game. So it's a reasonable projection if you're just looking at those numbers, but in basketball, things change really quick, and the projections sometimes don't keep up with the how fast that things change with the games and how many minutes players are playing. So take a look at Isaiah Hartenstein here over the last 3 games. He scored 48, 39, and 22 fantasy points. He played 35, 29, and 16 minutes. So over the last 3 games, his minutes have ramped up from 16 to 29 to 35. His production has ramped up from 22 to 39 to 48. So his price tag is still lagging behind his minutes, and his production still, and his projection is still around his season average. So I like Isaiah Hartenstein here versus the LA Lakers.
If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NBA slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck.